So without further ado, let's switch back down here. Loot game. Yeah, I literally haven't done anything off camera as I intended to. So we're going to do some side quest stuff today. We've advanced the plot to the point where the story has actually begun, and we are now out of the tutorial. It only took us 8 goddamn hours. So the game has been looking up, as I mentioned in a video that I just tossed out there. So now the time has come to see how the side quests in this game work. We already saw one side quest, which was not good, to be as nice as I possibly can. But that was only one side quest. I'm not prepared to judge the whole game based on one side quest. Oh, right, I need to do my thing, don't I? Hang on. I forgot I need to switch this up in order to try and improve performance. Come on. Do I have to restart it now? Hang on, just a second. Give me just a second, guys. This is not Devil May Cry, Sparta. Come on, man. You know, I actually let myself forget about the hardware issues, about the fact that the chop 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 problem. Silly me. Okay. That's not really better. Ugh! Okay, did someone turn the blur on? Somehow, despite the fact that I haven't actually started this game? Whoops, wrong thing. We're also going to crank the difficulty down. Well, no, you know what? Screw it. I don't want to. I don't actually want to crank the difficulty down. I've been enjoying normal. We'll see how it goes. We'll push it down to casual later if it starts getting grindy and taking too long. Where is it? I know there's an option for that kind of blur, and it's just suddenly on. Whatever. Is there anything else I have going that I shouldn't? No, that's on. That's on. Oh, let's get rid of this. That might help. And let's shut this down. Hang on, let me just shut down half the world to try and squeeze out performance out of this frickin' game. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. That's a little better. I'm guessing they don't have a motion blur option, because I didn't see one just now. So, whatever. Moving on.
Don't shove the crate off the... You shoved the crate off the ramp. Where do they find these people?
Wow, Vetra. Why does Avina... kind of Halo. I gotta be honest, like, if I was asked to review this game, one of the biggest negatives I would mention is the fact that it took me 8 hours to start enjoying the game. I mean, Lord knows I've played games where... You've heard the saying, haven't you? Oh, you just keep playing it and it gets better. But there's limits to that, you know? Like, usually that's like, 2 or 3 hours in, it really starts to take off. Or, after like an hour, it starts to take off. Not 8 goddamn hours. Now, granted, we did pause a little bit in the middle of there. But still, this is the longest, slowest slog of a beginning of a game I have literally ever seen in video gaming. I don't actually know what to make of it. And it feels like something... So, right, there's two things I wanted to talk about right off the bat here. First of all, FF13 was pretty bad too, although that can be argued back and forth. So I suppose this is right up there with FF13 with regards to initial slog. I'm actually... See, I really don't want to come off as too negative this game, especially since I finally started enjoying it. But honestly, 8 hours. Again, even if we chop off, like, say, an hour for me just sitting and talking, and another hour for talking to all the NPCs and reading all the codex stuff, that still leaves us with a 6-hour intro, which is just... And I don't think that's good. I think, if I'm being honest, I think that deserves another negative to the game design. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit here. We're going to put that into story, negative to story. Because there's two different real schools of thought when it comes to initial game design. When it comes to the beginning of a game. I've actually talked about this before. In Pillars of Eternity, I talked about this. In Kingdom Hearts 2, I talked about this. I've talked about this in quite a few different games. The most common predominant theory is you hook them, right? You start off with a bang, boom, oh my god, stuff's happening, and okay, and then major plot moment, character moment, action moment, and then you take a breath. You know, you hook the audience, right? That's the most common form of intro. It's not the only valid one, because the slow burn is a valid style as well. Call me crazy, but I think Kingdom Hearts 2 is probably one of the better examples of a slow burn initial. Because it starts off with some kid who's just, you know, I wonder what's going to be going on today. And then it kind of gets weirder, and then it kind of gets worse. And if you pay attention, and if you've seen either of my streams, lore runs of Kingdom Hearts 2, the whole Roxas section is a steady incline of tension, story, development of the characters, development of the setting, understanding what's going on, and action. Like, everything just kind of continues to accelerate throughout the entirety of the intro until you hit that amazing moment where we finally find Sora, and then the game actually starts. That is a slow burn. You do a slow escalation of whatever it is that's in your game. These are the two most common predominant theories of game design when it comes to the intro. Where the hell does Mass Effect Andromeda sit on that list? Someone yesterday commented that at least Mass Effect 3's intro was better. I'm not sure I agree with that personally, but Mass Effect 3's intro was just kind of face-palming, you know? This one is boring. I mean, it was just... There were moments where if I wasn't streaming this and interacting with you guys, I would have been just like this. You know, occasionally hitting space button. Absolutely uninvested. Absolutely just taken out of it. And that's true. Mass Effect 3's intro was also very much shorter. Way shorter. Even if we count the initial mission on Mars as part of the intro, which I do, by the way, that's still way shorter than Andromeda. So, as much as I hate to give yet another negative to this game, I think it deserves a negative because the intro does the exact opposite of pull you into it. And now, going forward, I'm going to have to tell everyone, friends and viewers alike, Mass Effect Andromeda gets better later on. Well, at least theoretically. I don't know if it actually will get better. We'll see. But assuming it does, you just have to stick with it for about 6 hours. It'll get better later. And you know what? I remember another game I've had to tell people that about too. Final Fantasy X-2. And when I start comparing a Mass Effect game to FF10-2... Please get better. Oh, absolutely, Seabear. It was so forced. It was so artificial. It was like, here's this character. Care about them! Care about them! And because, again, 10-2 does get good later on. You get a few hours into 10-2, and it's like, oh, hey, there's some fun gameplay, and there's some actual story elements. You have to do all the optional stuff. None of the story is in the main plot, heaven forbid. But you do optional stuff. You learn about the background of Pain and all the other characters they introduced. And it's actually, okay, this is good. I'm with it. But those first few hours are just, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? And it's just, I want to share something else, by the way. I want to share one other thing. I have a theory. I have a theory that this game is like Mass Effect 1. Now, here's the thing. I don't mean that as a positive. One of the things that I love doing is speculating on story and then finding out what's actually happening. I find proper story revelations to be satisfying. Inquisition actually did that quite well, to use an example. There were several scenes which satisfyingly were like, hey, this and this about Inquisition. I was like, oh, sweet. You are insane, Lava Dude! Sorry. You mean like Vermeer takes her? But anyways, this is like Mass Effect 1. Let me explain what I mean by this. This is unrelated to the intro thing. This is just something that hit me last night. I am predicting right now that we will not know who or what the Remnant are in this game. I am predicting right now we will not have the full answers for who and what the Ket are in this game. I am predicting right now that this game is, in its entirety, the whole game is an origin story, a prologue. Just like Mass Effect 1 was. If you really stop and think about it, what were the Geth in Mass Effect 1? Just to name one example. We look at the Geth now and there's a lot of development, a lot of characterization, and a lot of additional depth to the Geth. But what were the Geth in Mass Effect 1? What were the Reapers in Mass Effect 1? I'm predicting right now that we're going to be waiting for a sequel or DLC to actually answer any questions. And I groan at that, especially because at this point in time, we now have a situation where... the possibility of a sequel is no longer 100% true, or even 90%, you know? It is entirely possible that we will never get a Mass Effect Andromeda 2. At this point in time. And those answers will never be answered. And God, that drives me crazy. I am predicting right now that I will slowly become more invested in this game. I am predicting that. And I will start becoming more invested into the Remnant, into the Ket. I mean, I'm already kind of invested in the Ket. I've already talked in their defense. And literally, Archon has had more development in the trailer than he has in the first 6 hours of gameplay. And I'm predicting that it'll be like, and catch you next time, sequel hook. And I am predicting that, and God, I hope I'm wrong. Honestly, I would say that there's nothing at the moment, from what we've seen thus far, we have seen nothing to indicate that the Ket are just default evil. Everything they've been doing is actually fairly consistent with a race fighting off another race whom they can't communicate with. Now, that will probably change. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to portray them as default bad guys. We'll see. Anyways, I just wanted to get that prediction out there because, God, I hope I'm wrong, but I bet I am. I bet I am correct, I mean. I bet I'm not. Whatever. Let me use proper grammar. God, I hope I'm wrong, but I bet I'm not. There we go. Okay. Oh, I need to add the negative. As you know, and slog intro. There we go. I'm actually keeping track of the intro, the pluses and minuses, because people keep asking about them. Okay. I want side quests. Let's go do the murder quest that I kind of forgot to do last time. Let's do the first murder mystery, shall we? Yeah, we'll see, Spellclubbin. We'll see. Oh yeah, by the way, let me clarify something. Someone said, and this has actually been brought up several times. In fact, I have had someone blast me on YouTube comments, actually attack me for being a hypocritical bastard because I'm playing this game, because I bought this game. The reason why is because I said that BioWare I had lost trust in BioWare. Now, that's true. And if it was not for the show, and for the fact that this is kind of my job now, I would not have bought this game. I think that answers the question by itself. I really don't feel like I need to elaborate or explain that. But just in case I have to, this is my job. I bought this for the job. The end. Okay, moving on. But if you still want to call me a hypocrite, that's your decision, by all means. It sounds like a Chief Entropist, but we'll see. We'll see. This game has not yet recovered that trust. Now, to be fair, by the way, yeah, my job, Luxia. You do not... Do I really need to go into this? Oh, never mind. I misunderstood your statement. Never mind. I get it now. Everyone's a hypocrite, Eric, especially you. But, Inquisition did restore some of my faith in BioWare. However, I don't really look at BioWare as a company anymore, to be 100% blunt. I see two entities which I used to call BioWare. The Dragon Age team and the Mass Effect team. And I very clearly make the division at this point in time, especially ever since the fact that BioWare effectively doesn't exist anymore, not in any real sense of the word. They're on an org chart, but that's about it. As an aside, though, I do know that there's also BioWare working on Tor. That's kind of a third group up here. So, it's hard to have trust in something that doesn't exist anymore. Do I have trust in the Mass Effect team? No. However, was some of my trust in the Dragon Age team restored by Inquisition? Absolutely. Because Inquisition, in my opinion, was a definitive net positive, despite its many issues. And hang on just a second, I need to glance at this one. Give me just a second, guys, I'm sorry. Looking at my phone while streaming. I just keep doing this. What's the... And BioWare's new IP, which may never be made. Let me actually address something, by the way. Ah, perfect. One thing that someone asked me was, do you think BioWare's... do you think these people's continued existence... I know Sparta, but, what am I going to call it? The new Mass Effect team? There's no need to add the new, I don't think. I think we all know that the old Mass Effect team has dispersed into the world. Some people have asked, do I think BioWare's continued existence depends on this game? And my answer was, yeah, of course it was. Absolutely. And they were like, what? You mean, I thought Inquisition sold well. So let me explain a little bit of corporate mentality here, most especially EA, because I can tell you about EA's corporate mentality quite well, because I've been following them for the better part of almost 20 years now. So EA this is actually a very common company policy, corporate policy, not exclusive to video game industry. Virtually every industry has companies that do what EA does. You buy a company that looks like it has potential, has just fulfilled on potential, or is about to fulfill on potential, which is what they did with them right before Mass Effect 2 came out, or right when Mass Effect 2 was coming out, was when EA was like glomp and actually took over BioWare. Remember that? So nom nom nom. Grab this over, take over the company, and then basically piecemeal the resources that you get. This includes people, equipment, IP. All of these things are resources from a company. So they piecemeal these resources here and there in ways that are intended and designed to make more money on a quarterly report, aka gains now, in exchange for gains later. Okay? I'm not preaching. This is truth. This is provable, factual truth. They have public records that prove what I'm saying to you right now. So they take this stuff, distribute it out, and then once the company reaches the point where that IP or that name or that brand, whatever it is no longer what they consider to be profitable enough, they officially close the company down and officially distribute them to the rest of their other pieces. They have already done this to many different companies over the years. The one I like to think of most is Westwood, because I was actually rather fond of Westwood, but the list is quite large. So the reason that I say that Andromeda will determine the jobs of the people working at BioWare and the people who worked on this team is because every game will determine their jobs. And I hate to make this comparison, but it's kind of like cancer. Hear me out. I'm not trying to be exaggerative. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to stir the pot. But this was the best example I could come up with, the best analogy I could come up with. See, when you are diagnosed with cancer, you may beat it. There's plenty of ways to beat it, especially if you catch it early, right? But once it's gone, you're not cured. You are better, obviously, but now you have to go for regular checkups on a regular basis, because from that point until the end of your life, you are in threat of, and I can never think of the term, it's like resurgence or something like that. In other words, once you have already had cancer, that cancer now can come back pretty much whenever, right? It is always an ongoing threat from that point on. Now, in many cases, it doesn't come back, but you still have to go and check up just to make sure. That threat doesn't go away just because you're doing better. And that is how EA treats its sub-companies. Just because you had a success, just because you're doing better, does not mean you're safe. Because you better do better next time, and the next time, and the next time. So again, I'm not trying to be alarmist. It was just the best analogy I could think of to compare EA's business practices to. And again, it's not just EA. There are many companies that behave exactly like that. It's a pattern. So yes, absolutely, if this game sells well, it will help them to keep going for now. Until the next game.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanting to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Wow, Tigzar.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. Security Chief Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Hold on. I just realized this turned too low. Sorry. I'll make it a little easier for you guys to hear.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the Chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Of course I think it's harmful, Chief Entropist. The same way it's harmful for most industries, but that's more of a long-term perspective. I personally feel, and this is getting into my opinion with regards to things that I normally don't talk about, that policies like what EA does towards gaming do things like make the world a worse place. I mean, it's little bits and pieces, but I feel like they are actively contributing towards that kind of mindset because, and here's a very simple and very blunt question. Why should I bother to put time and effort and money and work and love into something when not doing so is not only just as profitable, but arguably might even be more profitable? In other words, you always have to consider precedent. You always have to consider the fact that when you do something and you are on the stage where lots of people see you, if you succeed at it, other people will try to do the same thing that you are doing. That being said, to say that EA is a universally negative impact on the gaming industry would be an exaggeration and hyperbole, to be blunt. And again, I personally think too much blame is put on EA, and too many people ignore other companies, like Ubisoft, or like Warner Brothers, who are the two I like to bring up most commonly, because people tend to forget that they do the same goddamn stuff in their own little particular corporate worlds. So, kind of crazy lays. Also, hi Giacomo. Sorry, I didn't say hi earlier. Let me move this so I can see that better. There we go. Yeah, let's get some frickin' meat. I need to download the Mass Effect soundtrack. Does anyone know someplace where I could download the Mass Effect soundtrack? Just so I could have it locally? So I could just play this stuff? Hey, Rory. Because Winamp takes up hardly any processing, and I could just go ahead and be like... YouTube will destroy my frame rate. So, that. Yeah, sure. Let's see. That was... I'm trying to remember. Show... Perf overlay... Draw... FPS... 1. There you go. I didn't think about it. I don't like use KH Insider, Corrales. KH Insider's terrible. Hang on. You notice how my frame rate plummeted just by opening a browser there? Am I? Yep. Never, She-Bear! You'll never take me alive! Back to that place that I hated. Any memorable music so far? The map music's alright, it's just really, really quiet. Hang on. I actually have a website, which I will not be saying out loud because I don't want them to get more attention, that I go to for video game music. The only downside of it is that its search engine is just god-awful. It's a locked down page. You have to be subscribed to it and everything to get the music, but, I mean, I have been for years, actually, at this point. For, like, 9 years, something like that. Hey, Nier Automata's soundtrack is up. Not that I care! Ooh, Breath of the Wild soundtrack is up. I'm going to bookmark that one for later. But what I really want right now is KOTOR 2 soundtrack? Why is that on there? That's not new. Well, whatever. Yes, I know there's a train. Alright, hang on. What is the alternative? That's one of the fun realities of life. There is no alternative. Not really. There we go. Mass Effect 1. That's exactly what I want. Grab that. Ah! Damn it. Okay. How about... I don't want FLAC files. I hate FLAC files. It's the only thing I don't like about this site. They're all like, ooh, FLAC is better in every way, shape, and form. And it's irritating to work with FLAC files for me. So I don't like FLAC files. One of 5? What the hell, Carbon? Pick. No, that was FF4's Fat Chocobo. Was what that was. Okay, hang on. I have an alternate method of doing this. This is going to be really irritating, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to grab one song, the Presidium, and we're just going to put it on loop. And that's what's going to happen now. In 9 seconds. There we go. Close. This is going to hurt my frame rate a little bit, actually. Oh, you know what I could do, though? That's a good idea. We're going to go all out with this. We're going to rip music. We're going to rip a video file, then rip the audio from a video file, and then we'll have our song. We're going to go all out. There it is. Presidium. Save as an MP3, please. Yep, sure, whatever. That's fine. Yes, yes. It was only 405, not chemic. Or carbon, excuse me, not chemic. A blue Death Star hologram? Where? Oh my god, it is! It's a freaking Death Star!
Supply request is in.
What the hell? Okay. So now, Presidium. In Winamp. Okay, help me with the audio. This sounds a little bit too loud to me. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit there. There we go. How's this? Good God, that was loud. Alright, let's see how it sounds when we're talking to someone.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I can turn it up or down, but I can't turn it much more down than it already is.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Oh, goody. Honestly, Safri, I've barely been paying attention to the faces. I spend more time reading the chat than looking at their faces.
So there was a trial and he was found guilty?
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder. Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Tracking enemy activity. Report
The Nexus
down to
versus
intelligence.
Colonist Nilken, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
Tracking enemy activity. Command check.
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Weekly injury report. Multiple casualties under heavy engagement.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tvessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakim, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
I can flirt with some random reporter? Seriously? By the way, this is as quiet as the music gets without actually muting it. Seriously. This is as quiet as it gets. Mass Effect Andromeda Venom, in response to your question, without hesitation. For those of you who didn't quite catch it, he asked which game was worse, Inquisition or Andromeda for no music. This one is so much worse. There are actually scenes where I found myself just kind of slowly slipping into just blah mode because of the lack of music in this game. Oh, and yes, I have read your thing, Carbon. And it's funny because you basically just said in more words what I already said to the chief earlier. Excuse me. Basically, if we didn't have... The theory goes, because it is a theory, if we didn't have bad business practices, we wouldn't have good business practices. I'm not sure I 100% agree with that. But I will also say that it's just kind of endemic of the problem, in my opinion. Because, yeah.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out. The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
All expeditions have to deal with supplies, enemies, or hell, just getting lost. We'll deal with all of them. We just need time.
Tan will love that. But if that's your take, that's what goes in. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
Dan and stuff, if you look to my right, left of me on the screen, whoops, you'll see my answer to that so far. Also, I've been wondering what's wrong with the Asari faces, because all the Asari faces don't really look good to me. That's just my opinion, purely aesthetic, but I just do not like what any of the Asari faces specifically look like in this game, and I don't even know what to make of it. I've been trying to decide what I don't like about it, and yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to look out this area now that the graphics are actually turned up. Oh, that looks much nicer. Looks a lot less, awesome than the Citadel, but I mean, what do you want? We just built it.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Oh, fair enough, Lurker. Fair enough. People have commented on it before, Kelson. I think they basically increased the amount of modulation they're putting in most of the alien races' voices. Like, listen to Garrus back in the old Mass Effects. He only actually has a very small amount of modulation in his voice. Whereas compared to most of the guys here, it's much stronger. Vega, Killer Beans. Or Javik. Take your pick.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
It's like poetry. Sorry.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Chan wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
You okay?
Please report to the comments area.
Hey, Ethel. Yeah, the sorry doctor had the same issue with her face.
Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder.
God, I hate the voice actor for this guy.
Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend?
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
You were literally the 7th person in the line of command, and all 6 other guys, or girls, or whatever, died to put you in command. You are a literal pencil pusher who is trying to reach beyond her grasp. Sir, I dub thee Krennic.
Due respect, Director Tan, but you don't know me.
Oh, I think I do. Your ingenuity speaks for itself, Ryder. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one hangs it on the wall. Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
It wouldn't have been possible without
Udina.
my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Careful, he'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
So many politics.
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
I'm actually really enjoying the political interaction between these 3 leaders. I really am. It's amusing to me because it's exactly what would have actually frickin' happened. You know, the fact that, it's like, okay, we're in a strange place, and we're desperate, and we're dying, we don't have any resources. Who's in charge here? You know that's exactly what would happen, and in fact, that is what has happened many times in real life.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
I have concerns about your decision on Eos, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do as much good if the Kett attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight, for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
I don't frickin' need your permission, buddy. Seriously, don't need your permission. But I'm debating if I want to be honest about it. I think I will smile and grin.
Thank you, Director. I'll get on it.
May you light the torch that finds the path. Pathfinder.
Oh my god.
Right.
Really? Frickety really?
This is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your sister, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Oh my god.
Will do.
I thought you guys forgot I had a sister.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
Now what?
Right. Something about Andromeda viability and perks could be useful.
Where am I? Oh god, I don't know where I am.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status.
They just redid what quest I was following there. There we go. Okay, I know where we are. I know where we are.
You've had a year to think about it.
It's the Scourge, Director Tan. Its origin defies all known explanation.
How? We brought all that equipment along.
And the Tempest's readings are helping, but we've just scratched the surface.
The history of the initiative cannot show that we were defeated by a space cloud.
Some things are bigger than we are.
We will not accept that excuse. This is science, and your very band over there are scientists, aren't they? Figure it out.
Goodbye, Director.
Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope that things will get better. Though I worry about this terraforming network. What do we really know about it?
It's like nothing we've ever seen. It's clear somebody had big plans for this cluster.
But who?
Not sure yet, but at least we're on the trail.
The Remnant.
Did you have some other business?
Okay, just to make the point, by the way, let's turn off the music and see how bad this gets.
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
I think we already have. Though physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
Yeah, by the way, that was me playing Mass Effect 1 music on Winamp. There's no music in the Nexus, or several sections of the game, actually.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course.
Let me really make it clear. Let me mute my mic.
The human Pathfinder. A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect. Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Top scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS.
File the complaint with Tan. That'll show him.
I don't know. Tan's pretty busy, huh?
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios.
I think I've made my point. No, by the way, that was not a money business decision. I forget the exact quote, forgive me, but the developers said that it was a specific design choice to have areas be absent music. There have been a couple things that have approached pluses to story, Zogrim. We'll see if they pan out to add in. We've got like 3 or 4 potential pluses to story. What? Who's looking for me? What? Who'd you say was looking for me? Do I have any emails? I do! Hey, want to come talk about it? I was just there, Carrie! From PB the Peeved. Your doctor is one of the nosiest Asari I've ever met, and that's saying a lot. She needs to take it down 5 notches or I won't be on this show for long. Which would be too bad, I think. Ah, never mind. From Suvi. I'm glad for our chat earlier. Okay, cool. News from EOS. We could use some... Okay. Yes, they had autistic vision. Oh, it's Cora. Okay, let's go talk to Cora. See if I can remember how to navigate this damn ship. If I could just jump... Why do I have to take the ladder? Don't worry, I'm going to go talk to my sis. At some point. Cora's this way, I think? No. No, Cora's this way. Cora's actually up there. Gosh darn it, I need to go back up. I'll get the layout of this ship eventually. It's very small.
Strike team ready for
This is what
deployment.
you and Ryder do for fun. Explore weird vaults that try to kill you.
I deserve a raise.
Okay, so anyways. Pretty sure she's in here. And I'm right!
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon.
Because I'm not Superman.
Can't tell if they have enough
lurker.
water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
Wow. You fight side by side and then she gives you the brush off?
It hurt. One big kick out of the nest. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Not yet, Mandartin. I haven't met the I forget their species name yet. The third story negative is for the intro. The slog of the intro is actually literally what I have it written down as. Also, if I may speak about the frostbite thing, if I can be as blunt as possible, I think it was a mistake to simultaneously try to tackle a very ambitious and already an uphill battle game, Mass Effect Andromeda, while simultaneously tackling a brand new engine they'd never really done extensive work with before. These are both major obstacles to overcome, and I think that's one of the reasons why one of the most common things you hear about is animations and ugly people. Because it's there. I mean, I even gave the game a negative for that. 1 negative. The silence. This silence hurts you, Shepard. Or, I mean...
Where's my data pad? Oh, how'd you get under there?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.
Actually, I think most people don't know that Sam is a part of us. Personally, yes, Sonoshi. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make. And I just realized I'm an idiot, but whatever. Screw it. Let's just do the murder mystery. Side quest. Let's do it. Okay. Space. Because for some reason, the space button, which is usually acknowledge, is actually the back button here. Oh yeah, by the way, here's one of the few places where there's a song. It's pretty quiet. Here, I'll mute myself so you can hear it.
System, home of Eos and Prodromos.
To Kelson? Actually, yeah, it would be extremely useful and valuable, I'm sure. To Aethel, I have no freaking clue. I really don't. That would be logical to me, but then again, I am not the people who make decisions. I am just an idiot with a YouTube channel. These are carrots, by the way.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
No, this is Eos again. We're doing a quest, man. Where's my frickin' Nomad? There you are. The Nomad cannot be called here. Sure. There's actually a lot of side quests here, but I'd kind of like to finish our first side quest before we start grabbing new side quests. Oh, this thing is a little squirrely. Goodness. You know what? Let's try out that fast travel, shall we? Fast travel to here. Let's see how it works. Armor customization, Lilu. And at the moment, I'm not romancing anybody. I haven't seen anyone particularly interesting for romancing.
Hard lessons we can't forget.
We knew Promise would die. All we could do is watch it happen.
Wow, that's dark. Damn it, almost made it. Yes, Chief Entropist, without question. Many people tend to forget that Mass Effect 1 had many, many issues with that game. I actually pointed out several over the last weekend as we were playing through it.
Radiation levels have
Okay.
spiked, Pathfinder.
So I need to do this. Honestly, Korra has kind of gotten my interest for being at least something of a character. And that's it. So far. The Krogan is slowly growing on me, but that's about it.
This is where Chief Reynolds died.
Sandstorms would have buried the body long ago. I suggest scanning.
Well, gee, if I have to.
Karkins.
Pathfinder, there is an armor piece buried deep. A leg bracer. Scan indicates tissue and bone fragments clinging to it. DNA identified as Chief Reynolds. Indications suggest his body was torn to pieces.
So the Chief became Karkin food.
Circle of life can be gruesome.
The remaining armor will be scattered, or perhaps brought to a nest. The chest piece and his Omni tool may explain his death.
Then we keep searching and scanning.
You okay?
Another armor piece. Chief Reynolds' helmet.
The search continues.
Da 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 da.
I'm not real romantic about road hazards. Interesting rocks are just as bad for the Nomad.
Honestly, PB... I don't know what to think of PB. Oh, and by the way, someone else earlier asked the same question, Kimmick. I don't think people really know that we have a AI in our head. I could be wrong, but nobody's really talking about it, at least. Also, the AI has several times been like, hey, by the way, I'm talking to you in your head, no one else can hear you, don't tell anyone else about this. And we've got out of our way to keep it quiet, so yeah, I don't think anybody knows.
Pathfinder, the scanners picked up Chief Reynolds' chest piece.
Okay, obviously this is going to be a little more of a spread than I thought it was.
Type, but entry point was at the back. Exit blast through the chest.
By all accounts, Nilkin was in front of the Chief when he fired. So it wasn't his shot that killed him.
The Chief's Omni tool might shed some light.
Yeah, basically, Halbert.
Nice work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not only is it illegal, but quite correctly, people would look at you weird if they knew an AI was in your brain. I mean, think about it. Yes, I do, Chief Entropist. I also think it's kind of a way to try and force Ryder to be at least on the level of Shepard. Which is funny, because Ryder is absolutely not on the level of Shepard. And again, I find myself wondering if maybe they should have just embraced the, pathetic loser angle and gone with it. Might have worked out better for him.
This area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Yes, I know. That's why I opened my mining interface. Thank you for telling me that in the mining area, when I open my mining interface, I can mine with the mining interface. There is such a thing as over-tutorializing, game.
picking up additional armor scraps. I believe it's a trail leading to a cave nearby.
Could be where the nest is located.
Yeah, agreed, Chief Entropist. Like I said, I've already given two options for what they could have done here. Number one, lovable loser. I've already said that. But number two, they could have made something that I mentioned earlier, which I think would have fit the overall theme of Andromeda better. Make you one guy who's okay at something, and then make everyone else really good at what they're doing too. In other words, make you part of a team rather than the guy. And I've already talked about that. I'm still strongly considering giving a negative to the guy story philosophy because it keeps happening.
It's a Karkin nest, all right.
But I'm not doing it yet because, well, to be honest, so far it's been fairly well explained and presented. Wow, that was the easiest fight I've ever had, I think. Crunch, 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 crunch. Crunch, 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 crunch.
Speed bump.
Whoa, hello.
Got 'em all.
Got 'em all, huh? Now, okay, so now let me explain one thing. The Solarian has been pretty big about, you are the one, you are the prophesied Messiah character. Right, he's been pushing that. That doesn't bother me, though, because that's in keeping with his political perspective. The idea that he is trying to deliberately, in character, put us up on a pedestal because it advances his career. He's trying to ride our coattails and control us. That makes sense. So I'm not quite willing... God, this is really freaking dark. Not quite willing to give a negative yet for something like that, but we'll see how it keeps going in the future.
Confirming initiative equipment, including Omni-tool assigned to Security Chief Hiram Reynolds. If you power it up, I can exhume its data.
Oh, God, I cannot do... I have my flashlight on, right? Right? Jeez.
Accessing data. The Chief was scanning at the time of death. The scan picked up 2 shots. One, a standard initiative rifle report, which missed. The other from behind, a Ket pulse weapon.
This proves Milken is innocent. He didn't shoot Reynolds.
That's a relief. Good work.
Pathfinder, there is also an audio recording.
Go ahead and play it.
No! Where's Nilkin?
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock.
That sounds like...
Confirming. Voice identified as suspect Nilkin. So he did not kill the Chief.
But he meant to.
Need another chat with the man.
That's interesting. There is such a thing as intent to murder without pulling it off, and I mean that's still a kind of separate crime. Also, no, they got my latte wrong. I'm sorry. So, fast travel more than meets the eye. Autobots in their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. What? You know the song too, don't give me that.
Stable.
Yeah, exactly, Trixar.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
What's funny is I never even liked that show, Mike. I just have a really good audio memory.
Hello?
Someone brought up the idea that we slowly became the guy. And I actually mentioned World of Warcraft as an example of a game where we slowly became the guy. And I like that, when we slowly build up to that, when there's like a development that leads up to us being the guy, you know, the chosen one or whatever. Dragon Age Origins did a decent job of that. World of Warcraft, over the course of many years, has done a decent job of that. So I wouldn't mind if we had slowly become the guy in this game, as opposed to, you're the Pathfinder. Because you have an alien, or excuse me, an AI in your brain. And muscles and, well, everything, really. Yes, Doc. There we go. Oh, I know, Prog. One of the reasons I listen to music almost non-stop, even when I'm just not playing video games, is because otherwise music will play in my head. And it might not be a song I want to listen to. Yes, I do, Sonoshi. I'd say about 50-50, Henson. I am Archon, and I would like to take your order here. Have a burgerific day. I'm sorry. This is news reports. Residents are still mourning the loss of Jane Garson. The Initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned. Blah, 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 blah. Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for Initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until their demands are met. Cute. Yes, and more complicated, Tigzar, is my answer to you. Of course he could, Chief Entropist. To be 100% blunt, I would be astonished if the technology that Sam is using in the Elder Rider and in us is not the same technology that Sovereign used in Saren and Harbinger used in the Collectors, and I mean that sincerely. It has many of the same patterns. The only difference is that that was absolute control, whereas this is more of a synthesis kind of a thing. Wait, what? A worker was lost to space during repairs on the Nexus Hull. The victim's name has been withheld until next of kin in the Milky Way galaxy is notified. Okay. Huh. Now that's interesting. So, here's a question for somebody more technically savvy than I. How fast can the quantum filament communication that they use in Mass Effect go? I know it's faster than they can go. I know it's damned fast. Kind of like how subspace in Star Trek can have you talking across light years within seconds. Because part of why I ask that is it looks like they have already made attempts to connect with the Milky Way galaxy, and they are failing at doing so. And if I'm understanding the quantum filament communication thing, it should be like, yeah, it should be basically instantaneous, even across this distance. Which really makes me wonder why they're not responding. Huh. I mean, granted, it's been 600 years, but no matter which ending we picked, back in Mass Effect 3, there should be some kind of people there to pick up the phone. Huh. We'll see if they follow through on that. Oh god, no, Halo, are you kidding me? No, 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 no. One of them ended with you controlling the tech. One of them ended with everything becoming tech. Even Destroy, especially in the extended edition, showed that, oh no, we rebuilt within a couple years. Oh yeah, several of the endings end with you rebuilding the mass relays, which I find hilarious.
Across all sectors of the Nexus. Director Tan stresses that it's, quote,
Oh God, Sonashi.
I'm sorry, Amanda. We're just trying to boost your morale. A broken arm doesn't lie.
I told you she fell.
The doc says that break is a textbook case of being hit with biotics. Hard.
And they're lying too because she fell.
Did you come 2 million light years to be a scumbag abuser? Or do you want to grow a spine and admit you fucked up?
That's an interesting bit of dialogue there.
I hear you went down to EOS. Did you find anything to help my case?
An enemy blast to the back killed the chief. Your shot missed.
What? You're kidding me. Thank the spirits. This is great.
Hold on there. The chief's Omni tool recorded you over the body. Sam, playback.
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Shit.
Not only did you think you killed him, you meant to.
But you just said I didn't, so it doesn't matter, right?
That's not how that
Conviction
works.
will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
That's not how that works.
I'm going to Tam, and I might have a different opinion. You did try to cover it all up.
Look, I'm sorry I lied, but if my shot missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
We'll see about that.
You're innocent of shooting him. You're not innocent of trying to shoot him. I'm pretty negative about legal systems in general, but wanting and indeed trying to kill someone and lying about it is still a goddamn crime. Sorry, buddy. It's a different crime than murdering someone, but it is still a crime.
Must be great to see all your hard work on display.
What? Where's Cora? Oh, there she is. Are you making fun of me, Cora? Oh, hey, the Normandy 2. Acquired blueprints of the Normandy 2. Okay. And the humanity's first crewed ion starship, the Mercedes. And the Ravuna, early Turian starship. Cool. Hey, Cora, let's talk. Let's
Whole
flirt.
mood of the Nexus has changed since EOS. You really can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
Can't relax yet. The initiative still has a lot of promises to keep.
And that's on us. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track.
And the Death Star. I mean...
Something I can help you with?
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilken didn't do it, but there's proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability, leadership they think they can count on. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
Do you understand the concept of complex facts, you frickin' pencil pusher?
These things are almost never black and white.
I know. If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he technically didn't commit. If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his own hands, then covered it up.
Why are those the only two
Your
options?
investigation complicated this. You should take responsibility for the outcome. Do we still exile him for murder?
Why are there only two options here? I could think of at least 4 off the top of my head. Just right now. Why? Why are we limited to 2 options? You gotta be kidding me. The only choice that we have available to us is doing one thing or doing the exact extreme opposite of that thing. Because complexity is bad. Frickin' really? I mean, this is a complicated situation. I literally just had a line about the fact that this is a complicated situation and should be treated in terms of complicatedness need. It should be complex. No, comma, not while the event is going on, period. I mean, again, I've literally already stated the fact that there's a very valid reason to go ahead and shut this guy down and say, hey, attempted murder, gunk. So fine. Someone has held a gun to our head, and said that we have to choose exiling him for a crime he didn't commit, and, of course, we are going to be suppressing the evidence. In other words, basically pretending that he is, in fact, guilty. Or we're going to release him on the fact that he didn't do it, ignoring what he did do. I really hate to point this out again, but he actually committed 2 crimes. Attempted murder and lying to cover it up. Those are separate and distinct crimes. And then we have to add in the fact that this is still more complicated than even that, because he was in a unique situation, and multiple people have freely and openly admitted, by the by, if he hadn't done that, we would have all died because the guy in charge made a bad call. I'm not saying making a bad call that might get your squad killed is justification for attempted murder, but it is a fact that complicates the situation. It is something that must be taken into account. That this guy was willing to go renegade, basically, in order to accomplish what he felt was the greater good. Because intent does matter when it comes to a crime. It's not like he murdered a man because, screw him! Or because it was just a fit of rage, or because of malice, or because of jealousy, or because he slept with his wife, or any of the other dozens of reasons. No, he murdered him to save the lives of him and his squad. That is something that, attempted murder. That is something that should be taken into account. There are nuances here. They've even written the nuances into the quest. I'm not even making this up. This is not me doing one of those things where it would be nice if, ... That's actually in the quest. I went and investigated this. I've talked to people about this. It's been written into the dialogue over the last few minutes. But no. A or Z. So you know what? I'm going to treat this with the exact same level of seriousness that they do.
It was crazy down there. Life and death. But his shot didn't kill Reynolds. We have to let him go.
You're a bottom line type of person. I hope we don't regret it. Alright, so be it. He will do community service for his role in the chaos. But he's a free man. Well, at least we'll have the sordid business behind us.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
You know what really pisses me off about this? I was actually building up to giving this a story plus. Our very first story plus. I was building up to it. I was ready for it. I was excited for it. You know why? Because it was a nuanced situation. Because it was a complex case. And because of something else I haven't actually talked about yet, but I was building up to. I was saving it. And I'm going to talk about it now. In most games, especially when it comes to open world games, side quests are actually kind of nonsensical. We all accept them because we all want side stuff to do, but when you actually think about it, it doesn't quite make sense. It's one of the reasons why, just to name one example, in Fallout 3, or Oblivion actually is another, I have actually spent time and effort sitting down and thinking, at what point can I go do side quests? Because it's not really logical when Oblivion gates are opening all over, or when the Enclave is invading to go do side stuff, right? That's kind of contradictory towards role-playing. But here we have a perfect situation for side quests. A new world, excuse me, a new setting. A new terrain, unexplored terrain, running around and actually being active in side quests with no overwhelming, overarching doom. You know, there's no Oblivion Gates, there's no Reaper invasion, there's no anything, there's no freaking Enclave, there's no big, massive thing looming in the background that makes it ridiculous that we're running around side questing. And on top of that, by side questing, we are actually helping to establish a new setting in lore. We are doing the first murder case in the Andromeda Galaxy. Think about that for a moment. That's important. Popeye's Voyage. That's important. We are actually establishing our first case on a murder mystery out in the Andromeda situation. We are the first group to go do X and Y and Z, and we're actually helping establish the beginnings of a new civilization that's going to be out here. So it makes sense, and I was just this ready to give the game a plus for that. I may still give the game a cut plus for that. In gameplay, that still feels too much like an excuse to me, Kelson, and therefore something that I can't really see as making it much better. Where the hell is his wife? I don't even remember. Where the hell was his wife? I want to go talk to him and his wife. If there is Sonoshi, I have not seen it. I'm not saying it's not there, I'm just saying I haven't seen it. I don't remember going far to talk to her.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
I can't believe
Oh, that's her.
you're free.
God, her face is weird.
Oh, Pathfinder, we have you to thank.
Yes. I'm glad you did the right thing, Ryder.
Yeah, exactly, Tigzar. Don't push your luck, buddy.
You'd better live a clean life, Nilken. Or else.
What? What does he mean by that, love?
I'll tell you later. Let's just get home.
I kind of agree with Tigzar. This feels like a little bit of bullet point syndrome. Like they looked at Witcher 3 side quests and say, those are phenomenal! Complex situation. Boom! And then just had no idea how to finish implementing that. We'll see. We'll see what other side quests do, shall we? Let's move on, shall we? Yes, I know. Yes, thank you. Fire engine. God, he still doesn't know how to walk downstairs. Okay, so let's go to the cryo bay. Let's talk to my frickin' sister.
A violent illness related to fruit brought back.
It's okay. I'm either completely innocent or completely guilty, JDP. Yes, I do, Seabear. My second YouTube channel is where all my streams are archived. It's actually called Lore Runner Stream Archives.
Once we gather a few more colonists, we'll be taking you over to the Nexus. You'll need to clear it first.
This is not good. I'll make it right, Dash.
Yeah, that is literally the second bad side quest we've had. Kind of holding on to it for the moment, but we're building up to a negative to story for this, the way the side quests have been following through at this point. The first bad side quest was the, God, I can't even remember. It was so... Hang on, I've got it here. Oh yeah, the sabotage mission. Where it was like, hey, we found sabotage evidence. Okay, let's go talk to this guy. Oh, more sabotage evidence, except it's the other guy. Okay, it's this third guy. Alright, he confessed guilt right in front of us and walked away from... Okay, the end! End of quest. And that was the other side quest. Hi, James Vakora. What's up? And there was no deduction and there was no making up your mind. It was just, go scan, it's this guy. The end. Where's my sister? No. Well, I do need to do that, but where the hell's my sister? Hey. Hey, talk to me.
Harry, what's happening with Sarah?
Well, we got her out of the pod. I don't want to get your hopes up, but Sam managed to, find her, you might say.
I don't follow.
Well, she's still in a coma. But she also has an implant like yours, and Sam managed to access it. He's made contact.
That's incredible. She's okay.
Vitals are steady, but I'm letting Sam take the lead on this one.
They're in a coma. Sarah's mental processes remain intact.
So, is she okay?
You can ask her yourself. A moment while I establish a link with her implant. Proceed.
Sarah? Can you hear me?
Is that you, little brother? What's happening? Where am I?
You're dead.
There was a problem with
I'm
your
in
stasis
heaven.
pod.
Sorry.
You're in a coma on the Hyperion. Do you understand?
I think so. Am I dreaming?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're stable. You're safe and sound in the medbay.
This is so weird. I hear you, but I can't feel anything. Where's Dad? Is he doing okay?
I don't know how to say this, but he's dead, Sarah.
What?
It was a freak accident.
But it's Dad. He can't die.
I know. It's been hard on everyone.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
No one did.
What about finding home? Dad kept telling me how beautiful it would be.
There's been some complications. The Golden Worlds didn't exactly deliver.
But Dad said...
Sarah?
Am I dreaming? Where am I?
Sarah, I'm sorry.
Her pulse rate is increasing rapidly.
I need to go now.
That's enough. It's too stressful.
Sarah.
Wouldn't that be a good thing, Tix? I know you're in a coma, but let me get all the bad news out of the way first. So let me see. First of all, no, it's...
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
And this is my favorite cryo bed. Sorry.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
His sacrifice won't be forgotten.
Agreed. Everything I do will be for him. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you... reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Here, let me fix the no music problem. You know what's funny? Corrales, it might literally have been better if... Here, I'm going to get away from the microphone because I'm about to raise my voice. It might have literally been better if he'd have been like, Doom! All that awaits us in Andromeda is doom! Instead of, by the way, Dad's dead, and there's no new worlds, and you're Nakoma, bye! Wow. Also, Sarah, there's no Santa Claus. Just so you know. Okay, looks like there's nothing here. Yep, okay, we're good. Never mind, so. I am our god. Damn it, Sparta. I was just gonna say that too. Sarah, slam! The entire initiative is at risk! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and the Milky Way was wiped out by the Reapers. Everyone you know is dead! Except me. I'm still here. Okay. Any other side quests? What do we got here? Oh yeah, I need to talk to Addison. Yeah, let's start doing something that's actually good. How's that sound for a change, guys? Hopefully good. Please. Be something good. Oh god. Suddenly a droid floats in. But, sir, we're losing her. It's as though she's lost the will to live. Speaking of faces tired,
Things up, Pathfinder.
I am here to crush your
and you have new
brains.
tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
I am ready.
Sam said there was new functionality to discuss.
It's how the initiative was designed to support the Pathfinder. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threshold. A new cryo group can be brought out. Want more focus on research, like on Prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
That actually hurt my eyes doing that. I'm picturing the mocaption actors who have the stuff on them just doing exactly what I was just doing. And then after it's like, God, can I close my eyes a little more, please? No! It must be as realistic looking as possible.
Hello, Pathfinder. I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Brecker, C-63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life.
Whoa, that seems like too much.
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda viability and the Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
Of course, Dios. What else could they possibly have done? Also, I like how he says that. Your first choice is to irrevocably decide our future.
What's the rundown on AVP?
Much of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining how to measure success. Thresholds are about capacity, but this is about cost. What we can actually afford to support.
Hey, Eugenics,
Points
Biogenics.
aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear. The more you earn, the more we can deploy.
Cool! I like using points. Point systems make it nice and easy for my simpleton brain.
How are you measuring thresholds?
It's based on resource estimates and the general stability, a metric of acceptable scope and risk. The more you achieve, the greater capacity we can accommodate, the more the initiative can do for you. Simplest explanation, the more you do, the more room we have to grow.
So, I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone be out eventually?
Absolutely.
But there's an order to things, lines of support. You can't deploy an omelet without first deploying eggs. And eggs won't get you steak. Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
Bravo. That analogy is like poetry.
All right, Brekka. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection.
He's writing his first fanfic.
Shaping the initiative at your leisure.
And then, the totally new character, do not steal, OTP, decided to have lots of sex with the brilliant young Russian scientist who had just developed cure for Reaper indoctrination. Okay, let's actually save here really quick. I haven't in a while. Okay, something actually good after all that. Base building. Let's build some base. So we can do commerce, military, or more commerce. Or science. So what do we got for science? Earn research points regularly, minerals regularly, increase research from sources, additional mining nodes made available. Military gives us consumables at regular intervals, receive organic materials at regular intervals. That sounds horrifying. Tech materials at regular intervals. Hidden caches and around established forward stations. That sounds kind of cool. Increased exp for doing encounters. Increased viability on... Oh, excuse me, no. That gives me another consumable slot. And that gives me more credits for Apex missions. Earn credits at regular intervals. I still only have 100 credits. I haven't spent anything on anything yet. Large amount of credits, improve prices when buying and selling, gain access to special inventories, and increase inventory capacity. That all sounds good, actually. I'm thinking science first, though, especially since I really want to get on research. And I want research earlier so I can start working on development later. So let's go ahead and push research right now. Deploy! And, looks like I have... yes, collect all rewards. Yay. 45 real-time minutes. If I have to go back to the Nexus to do that, then that's Inquisition again. Where's my knife? Where's my knife? There it is. Okay, so let me say this again. If we're doing another frickin' war table bullcrap... yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it actually develops. I have no other... level. I guess I'm level 2, so I don't actually get another thing. Well, improved development will be the next thing I get anyways. Whoops, wrong button. There's also a mod for Inquisition that reduces the time of everything to 0. In fact, actually, I'm just kinda curious. Why does everyone ask if my streams are going up into YouTube? My streams have gone up to YouTube for years. I'm so confused about this. Why do people ask that question? Alright, I don't have time for that, Eric. Or the expertise, Natch. There we go. No, nothing yet. Pity. I'll look into that later. Moving on. Okay. There's a companion app for Andromeda? Really? I mean, I suppose I'll look into that. Figure out how terrible it is. What I should do is get a new combat ability other than concussive shot. What's a good ability? Actually, concussive shot's pretty nice. Does a lot of damage and it detonates any primer. Maybe I'll just stick with concussion shot. I don't know. Well, of course, the first thing we want to do is increase the turrets. So what do we got here? Increased health or increased recharge speed? Let's do recharge speed. Yes, confirm. Is it on Apple, Corellis? Yes, Power Frogger, absolutely. Slow, boring, and badly presented, I'd say. Let's go and get that. Yay! Something I don't want. Then let's see what we got here. Ammo, weight, reload, clip size, critical hit, shatter defenses. Well, either way, I want the damage boost. I now have Explorer rank 1. Woo! Damage and force or radius? Oh, definitely damage and force. Alright, hang on. Really want me to look this crap up. Frickin'. Mass Effect Andromeda. What is this crap? This is a multiplayer thing. Lets you stay connected outside the game, customize your loadout ahead of a match, command strike team missions, check your stats, and more. If you can basically do mobile game missions in here, and if they succeed, you'll receive rewards to use in-game. You know what? Fine. I'm doing a review. Sure. Let's figure it out. Yes, it's me. Okay, Vetra. It's better, Drew. I better have my pizza. I don't even feel like leveling these other people. Maybe Drac. I kind of like Drac. Drac's okay. Blood Rage. Blood Rage. Ooh, yes. Super Enraged. PB, whatever. What can you do? Invasion or pull? Sure, whatever. And Liam, who I will probably never use again. Grenade! Really make that grenade amazing. Just all of the amazingness to that grenade. Okay. Save. Well, so far I haven't met a character I'm really invested in, Power Frogger. Does that answer your question? Korra's passable, and I admit Drax's kind of growing on me, but that's about it so far. Alright, where's that frickin' journalist? Journalist. Where are you, journalist? Journalist? Where's the frickin' journalist? Oh, she's right there.
Pathfinder, do you have... Hi. The documentary's going great. Your comments really got people
What is
talking.
wrong with your face?
Director Tan loved the first broadcast. Sent a contribution for your expenses.
Thanks.
Let's get to the juicy stuff. Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how prodromos can survive where Sites 1 and 2 failed.
My team and I surveyed Eos thoroughly, and even stopped the storms. The rest is up to the outpost, but the old threats are gone.
Hopefully they can handle any new ones. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
I hit the bar. Hard. Okay. Okay.
My crew and I take downtime together. We're a team.
This is history too, these little moments between. Shots of this remnant tech, some narration. That completes an episode. Thanks for stopping.
Your episodes are super short. Is this a commentary? I mean, YouTube videos in general right now are... like, you know, the average, the what is it, the 8 to 17 minute rule or whatever the hell it is, you know? Is that just how this is working now? We're all having tiny little videos? I mean... whatever.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in Hydroton. Security and
Wait, what? But I thought that was a... hang on. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's right. I'm going the right way.
A violent illness related to cherry-like fruit brought back from Habitat 7 as authorities baffled.
Quick, what's another good ambient Mass Effect song that I can play in the background, other than the Presidium? Help me out here, guys. I don't know Mass Effect music that well, it's all in the background for me.
Let me know what materials you need and I'll find you some.
Tell our leaders, wake the sleepers!
Seems quiet for now.
Make them hear. Make them know.
Oh, that's a good idea. Hang on, so I'm seeing Vigil, Wards, and Normandy. Give me a second, see if I can grab these. Of course, Illusionary. I'm very biased, as you can tell. Wards. Which I believe is this song. Yep, that's the one. So, okay, let's grab that. MKV will probably do. And then I need Vigil. Just the song, please. There you are. Grab that one. What was the other one? Oh yeah, Normandy. Normandy. I'm not actually playing it, I'm just downloading it. Just making sure I have the right songs. There we go, there's Normandy. I'm having trouble getting a hold of the wards, actually. Hang on. So I have Normandy. Where's Vigil? I should have it already. There's Vigil. So I have Vigil and I have Normandy. Why can't I get the wards? Hang on. Download the wards. There we go. Okay, got the wards. You'll have to give me just a second. This will take me about, I'd say, 3 more minutes to finish, and then we'll have a selection of music instead of just the Presidium on loop. So I need Normandy. Export as an MP3, please. Thank you. Yes. There we go. And then import wards. Export MP3. Yes. There we go. Okay, and then add the wards, add Normandy. Here's the same volume that it was playing for the Presidium, for the wards, and Normandy playing at the same volume that is playing for the Presidium.
Our Nexus, our lives. Our Nexus, our lives.
How do I talk to you people?
Our Nexus, our lives.
Hey guys.
Free our families.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, what's going on?
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list. Like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
I didn't ask for this.
We only had resources for one outpost, so I focused on the skills we needed most.
And what we need is our families back.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
I authorize whole colony blocks or a few emergency revivals. I can't wake dozens of random people.
We don't care whose finger pushes the button. If you can't, our leaders can. And if you tell them, they will.
This is a big issue. Bigger than just my say-so.
Bullshit. You're the hero right now. They'll do anything you say.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
Clan before cronies.
Free our families!
So I decided to grab Novaria as well, since this only takes a few seconds. And yeah, we have no option to be like, no. It's either go talk to them or make it happen. And those are our options, which is, it's a little restrictive, if I'm honest. I'm feeling a little pushed here, guys. There we go. Added Novaria. Clan before cronies! Wait. Is this actually a vendor? Holy crap. What do you got to sell? Bunch of junk. Peace. Is there any use for credits in this game? Like, I haven't seen any yet. No, my point, Power Frogger, is my only options are agree with them and say, you got it! Or, well, I'll go see what I can do. There's no option to say no. Or, it's not that easy. Or, if we allow exceptions in one case, we'll have to allow exception in all cases, and therefore it would be absolute bureaucratic chaos if we were to start randomly opening random people before other people are ready, because then other people want their people open, and it'll lead to a giant cluster when we don't have enough resources to take care of everyone. Frickin' really?
Glad to see you finally. I hear you've been busy out there.
That's one word for it.
Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and...
Kandros, we've met before.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate that
Kandros, we've talked before. Many times.
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Buddy, dude, this is not the first time we've talked. Why are you repeating your initial lines?
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks, dozens of people.
Also, why is there a Death Star in front of us?
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
Yes, thank you. That is the truth that anyone with a goddamn brain would be able to tell. You're right.
We only just got on our feet. Plus, it messes up the schedule again. What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
So again, the protesters are right, or screw them, send them out at gunpoint. Two options. Executor. Wipe them out. All of them.
We have to look at the bigger picture. Get them out of there.
Kandros?
I'll send in a team, but it might go smoother if Ryder's there.
A good idea. Sometimes we have to give bad news. That's a Pathfinder's duty, too.
Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, so there's this thing. So there's the strike team missions, which I could also do in mobile, by the way. It's mobile missions, like, you know, Facebook missions. I forget the proper term for these things, but whatever. So, these are the missions, this is the difficulty, this is the description. Looks like we have silver, gold, and copper. So... okay, that actually makes me laugh. The mission traits are Ket, Scary, and Enemies Everywhere! Send a strike team. We'll do multiplayer later. Looks like I have exactly one strike team. And in 3 real hours, they will be back. Like, really? God, some of these missions are 6 hours long. Yep. Excuse me, 2.5 hours. In 2.5 hours, that mission will be complete.
Half ammo today. Focus on melee.
Okay, whatever. Just all of the whatever. God, you just don't know how to do stairways, do you, Ryder? Yeah, Assassin's Creed had the ship missions that were kind of like that. Or in Brotherhood, I think, did that too.
Just stand down, ma'am.
Or you'll shoot me. Good luck explaining that to my grandchildren.
What happened? She was about to disconnect the water hoses, threaten all the plants.
They're saying the leaders won't wake our families. Well, this is how far we're willing to go. Their move.
I know this is hard, but for the good of the Nexus, we need you to be patient.
We've already waited. How old will I be by
What
the
is
time
wrong
Mom's
with
out
your
of stasis?
face?
Take it easy, kid. The Pathfinder's got a point.
I'll go off station if I have to. I'll find anyone who'll actually do something.
You want your mom to wake up and find you exiled? Or dead?
Reese, don't. Anything's better than that. Even the longest wait of our lives.
When our families hear about this...
They'll probably agree with the Pathfinder. You're done here. Come on.
Mission complete! I've been holding off on this for so long. I think I'm going to officially pull the plug on a negative for just linear / disinteresting side quests. Because, what the hell? And that will go under... story. Oh my god. Also, you notice how quickly that escalated and then immediately de-escalated. We're willing to do anything to make sure this... Oh, you're right, maybe we shouldn't. Okay, it's not worth it. We'll wait. Within the space of like 4 seconds. 4 lines. 4 weeks, excuse me. Or weeks. Lines. Lines is the word I wanted to use. Just... Yeah. That would be crazy, Chemic. Actually, that would probably be more of a hassle than it's worth, to be completely honest. I already have Virtual Gorilla. I don't even have anything to say about it. It's just all of a sudden their faces are wrong. Well, that's an unfair question to ask, Sparta. I have not finished Andromeda. There are some very good sequences in Mass Effect 3. But, I haven't really seen that yet in Andromeda. So wait, it is upstairs? Okay, hang on. I don't know where this is leading me. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me.
Pathfinder Rider, if you will.
Talk to me. Talk to my...
Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
That could be a ship, or even turbulence in the Scourge we should know about.
Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend transferring the equations directly into SAM node. I have them on an optical storage disk for you.
I'll see if I have time.
Thank you, Pathfinder. Please thank Sam as well.
Okay. You know, one of the things I pointed out as we were going through all the trailers and all the interviews and all the stuff leading up to this game was that the note they kept hammering in over and over and over was, we want this game to be about exploration. And exploration is our main focus in this game. And this is an explorative game about explorative exploring, exploration of exploratives. And that really, I mean, at the time I was willing to be considerate because, let's be honest with ourselves, that may have just been terrible marketing. But it really set off some warning bells for me. Usually what that means is that either you're trying to focus on one thing to the detriment of the others, or you're worried that overall your situation isn't good and you're trying to focus on the one thing you got right. And honestly, both of those things kind of sound like they might be true in this case. God damn it, Andromeda. You are not making it easy.
Welcome back, Ryder.
I have equations for you. Tasty, scrumptious equations.
Dr. Aradana at the tech lab sent some equations for you to solve.
I'm ready.
Transferring them now. Have fun. Hey, what the? Sam!
Malicious code detected. Please stand by.
Sam?
I even thought that would happen.
Malicious code. Please stand by.
Is there anything I can do? Sam! Is that another malfunction, or... Sam, you trying to show me something?
I totally called that. I should have said something out loud. It reminded me of a joke I heard Sci-Fi Debris talk about Voyager. I can't remember the name of the episode, but... Hey, we've received some kind of data transmission. Well, go ahead and open it up. and the joke was basically, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, here's some random data transmission. Let's just plug it right in. That won't go badly.
Wait, wrong order.
What? Oh, crap.
Okay, I think I got it.
Nope.
Wait, wrong order. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I think I got it.
Okay, I think I got it, guys.
Sam, talk to me!
Hello, Pathfinder. Please initialize the console to restore normal operations.
Keep in mind he's in us, too.
The equations contained a Trojan horse program.
What a shock!
Specifically targeted to sever our connection and render me helpless. Reconnecting would be impossible.
You'd need a crack AI programmer to create a virus like that.
Yes. Only my unique adaptions prevented permanent damage.
Unlock the door. Let's head to the tech lab and see what Dr. Aradana has to say.
Oh, come on. Please be a good side quest. Please. I am begging you. Give me something interesting. Give me something to sink my teeth into. Give me something to talk about. Do you know how many tiny, dinky little side quests I can just talk about in BioWare games? Do you remember when I was going through Dragon Age Origins and we had a quest to go get some holy symbols for some troops leading up to a battle? And I sat there and talked for like 30 minutes about that stupid little quest because of the nuances in it and the depth of what could be considered and the concepts that were on display. And it was just a stupid little side quest, but I could talk about it because there was something to talk about. Yeah! Please?
As sleepers wake from stasis, the initiative urgently requires blood, tissue, and DNA donations. See a medic if you think you may be eligible. This is Agent S.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to go off like that.
We can start building a bank of vaccines once we get more vitamins.
Welcome, Pathfinder. Did Sam solve the equations I sent?
Solve them? They almost brought down Sam Node.
The equations contained a virus designed to target artificial intelligence.
You think I... Never. I abhor violence against any life, organic or synthetic.
Then how did the virus find its way into your equations?
Perhaps my files were altered or replaced. But why?
I've seen a lot of down with AI sentiment lately. Graffiti, complaints to 10. Perhaps someone took the next step.
Why would anyone hate artificial intelligence?
Synthetic life has different needs and motivations. It can be mysterious and powerful. Many fear what is not understood.
If graffiti is the best they can do, maybe they could use some artificial intelligence.
Entire species were driven into exile by AI they created, champ. That leaves a mark.
Attacking Sam is bold, though. I wonder if there have been similar incidents.
The AI kiosk was busted this morning.
I can look around.
Pathfinder Rider, if you will.
Don't ask, Golvard. I think part of the reason I'm so disappointed is that these... Okay. Part of the reason I'm kind of upset here, one of the many reasons I'm upset here, is there's potential here. We have actually, like, on the surface, dealt with issues that should be significant, in-depth issues. Like, okay, we've been stuck on this place for 14 months without our families and friends. We're finally getting things going. We're finally unlocking new people and bringing more people out of stasis. And it's some other group that doesn't happen to involve me or my family. I'm still alone. I'm still pissed off. And goddammit, I'd like something to actually happen about it. It's actually quite easy to view the perspective of the protesters and sympathize with them on a personal level. By the same token, the other perspective is exactly valid, aka the fact that, oh, by the way, we have limited resources and we need to adjust those on a very specific basis, and that also leads into the thing I also mentioned earlier, the fact that if we start making exceptions, we have to never stop making exceptions. In other words, we have to be in a situation in which we'll let you out and then let you out and let you out and let you out, and we'll be completely bypassing the procedures and processes that have been put into place in order to ensure that this is an orderly and fashionable, not fashionable, in an orderly fashion functionality of unlocking everyone, and just it will dissolve into absolute chaos where people may or may not actually be able to get the resources they need, may or may not actually be sent to the people they need to be sent to, people being... It would be a mess. So from both perspectives, we have a valid argument. And then what happens is, we're willing to be terrorists to do this. Oh wait, no, you're right, we shouldn't do this. Quest over! It took a genuine, real dilemma and flung it out the window. Like, there's some effort there. That's a real issue. That's the kind of issue I would bring up to my chain players. Hey, here's two sides. Neither's right. Pick one. You know? It doesn't even necessarily have to be 3 or 5 or 20 options. There's at least, you have to pick one of the two options. Figure it out. Choose a side. And that should have been discussed and analyzed and gone into depth on it because, damn it, there's a real issue there. What about the whole anti-AI sentiment? That's a real issue too. There are genuine reasons for people to have very significant and valid anti-AI bias. Not just because of the whole Mass Effect 3 thing, which turned into an anti-singularity thing we're not even going to get into, because these people don't know about that, but because of the entire concept of what happened with the Geth, and the reason why that AI research was banned to begin with. You know, honestly, Halo, I kind of feel like you're right. Because we know there's a lot of writers involved at this game, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's several people There's several people who are writing this who are good, who are interested, who want to make real issues and real concepts and make some genuine nuance and genuine depth to the side quests, and then they hand that over to another writer who's like, okay, and it's resolved. Because that's what this feels like. This feels like multiple writers, like another writer who doesn't understand the depth of complexity and either doesn't have time or doesn't care to bother and just clunk. We'll see if they fix it on this one. I've already given the negative for this. We'll see if they do this. Let's see what happens.
Detecting Pathfinder Rider.
Hi.
Hi there. Hey, excuse the educational stuff. I hacked Avina as a sock puppet. So, virus set you free. Hope you're doing better without that AI jammed in your head.
What? Okay.
You sent that virus to free me from Sam?
Not just me. Our movement. We couldn't let you suffer with that thing in your brain.
Pathfinder, it's possible they don't realize their virus failed. Pretending that it worked might win their trust.
Hello? Ryder?
Yes, I can't believe I'm free. Thank you.
This is what our movement is for. Helping people like you. Knight says human AI merging is a threat to all life. She'd know, trust me. Oh, Knight's our founder. The virus wouldn't exist without her.
I should thank Knight in person.
I'll ask her. She might even give you a tour of our sanctuary.
Great, thanks.
Can't promise anything, but watch your email. Bye.
A whole movement of AI-hating hackers with a leader called Knight.
She and her followers seem to have experience with human-AI partnership.
If they attacked you, they're capable of anything. I'll check my email. We need to find them.
Okay. Okay. We have some potential. We have some genuine potential here, guys. Just come on, give me something. Okay, okay. Whoops. Let's head back to EOS and start doing some other side quests. Knight is secretly a Quarian. Seriously, I'm a little amazed that Quarians are not involved with that. Or maybe they are. No. Alright, it's building. No, it's over. Yes, everyone listen to Eric. Life is pain. This is it, guys. This is the side quest that could change all side quests. I mean, that's not true, but...
Welcome back.
Yes, it's time to 100% EOS. And then do some real exploring. We've been trying to try out exploring for a bit. And there's planets that are not, you know, quest planets. I want to check those out, too. Damn it, Rory. I'm not even that. I'm not even on IGN's radar. And I never will be.
Pythias system, home of Eos and Prodromos.
Ugh. Okay, let's do this, guys. Let's do EOS. Yeah, no kidding, Dakota. That should be a side quest. We've been having some weird food shortages in this area. Okay. Yeah, well, we've been having some weird sabotage in this area. Okay. Yeah, we lost a guy down this area. Okay. Oh my god, Vorcha. Okay. Landing. Sure, because I don't have any better guns yet. And, yeah, whatever. Ow. Sure. Yeah, let's do it. I don't think I have Raycon, no.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Did you know that you can get Twitter business and spam your Twitter followers with ads? Sweet. Man, I can't wait to get in on that. That's all I am about, is spamming my viewers. Okay. Yeah, I saw that too, Liberated. Keep in mind that that's probably like in the decade range out from now. No, I haven't yet, Eric. We gotta see the exploration for how it really is.
Already getting requests from the Prodromos labs.
We came to explore and learn. That's who we are.
Really hope all those scientists.
We're explorers and learners. Damn it, I have to go inside. Don't mistake me, Liberated. I'm excited too, but honestly, that didn't tell us anything new. We always knew they wanted to do a Witcher 4. That's not news.
Pathfinder.
Wow, Okay. Speak what Acid's assistant on the Nexus. Frickin' really? Whatever. She sells a card in effects, which I don't want. Thing I don't want. Thing I don't want. Thing I don't want. Lots of things I don't want. Well, obviously, the obvious answer is I want them to make a game starring Ciri. But I think that also means, you know, it's the same thing that half the rest of the universe has said, so it's not really saying anything. Ew. Who are you, and why do I care about you?
Mayor Bradley.
Pathfinder, good to see you. We're busy as anything, thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
Let's not drive people too hard. Rough enough getting this far.
Nothing you see here came from cracking a whip. Everyone is just ready. You go do what you need to on the Nexus. Follow that dot. There will be more to do on EOS later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Falks Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
The first two outposts didn't have a chance. It was clear to everyone on the ground.
I saw the brief. I'm making sure every one of our people is eyes wide. You changed this planet, but that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
I haven't reached the end of that trail, but not everyone died outright.
Right. They tell me there were staggered evacs. If any want to try again, they're welcome. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Prodromos will have more going on when you come back later.
I kind of like that. The flag thing. I really hope there's more to the kit, but we'll see. No, I get it, Mandar. There's actually been several colonial nations that have done this in the past, too, where, you know, they send off and they plant a flag in insert new area, and then they bring it back, and then they have, like, a room where all the flags are there, showcasing everywhere that, you know, insert group here has been. It's a nice little thing. I like that idea. Yeah, so, funny fact about the Mass Effect 1 music, I forgot I had it on. It just kind of gelled so perfectly into the background. I was just like, yep, everything's great. Yeah, I'll
Someone
deal
left
with
a
that.
warning. Looks like a work crew thinks they can take control of the remnant.
Well,
That's an incredibly bad idea.
Work crew rosters are posted publicly.
The datapad mentioned medbay. A little work, we could find where to catch up with them.
I do very much enjoy the Tempest. God, it's sad that I have to comment on something like that, but I do like the Tempest. It's a nice ship. It's small. It's elite. I don't know. I like it. Where am I going? Oh, they're just here in town. Okay, so I don't have to go anywhere. Someone was asking me of the viability of such a thing. I know this sounds weird. I don't actually have a proper term for this. I'm sure there is a proper term that I just don't know. But I've always liked the idea of this class of ship. It's basically the Corellian. The Corvette, and not the Corvette. God, I can't think of the designation. It's the Millennium Falcon kind of thing. You have a relatively small ship, but it's big enough. It's bigger than a fighter. It's a ship that's basically a house, not a large ship, not a frigate or a cruiser or an actual Corvette. It's just a little ship whose purpose is to live in and function in, and you can be your moving house, you know. And I've always kind of liked that idea when it comes to science fiction in general. And in fact, in most settings, you ask me, what kind of ship do you want? My answer would be a small ship of this designation, something that I could basically have as my mobile house. I haven't heard or seen anything about the Tempest being armed, since it's not a military ship, it's an exploration ship. I don't know if we'll be able to upgrade it later, either, to add that to it. Yeah, the Ebon Hawk effect, or the Millennium Falcon effect, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I like that idea, I always have. So I do actually genuinely like the Tempest and the way it's functioning. It's just, yeah. Yeah, space yacht. But freighter is probably the best terminology for what I'm going for here. In a particular Star Wars RPG, you could buy just about whatever ship as long as you had the credits for it. And I bought a freighter and then just modified the hell out of it to turn it into a space yacht, or whatever you want to call it.
Work rosters. That datapad mentioned the name Jennings. Here, Axel Jennings. Assigned to set up weather monitoring devices all over the desert. Too many locations to check them all. We need to narrow it down.
Yeah, Illusionary, I agree with you. They call the Normandy SR-2 a frigate, and I kind of agree. It is actually a much larger ship, and of course, far more military than this little thing. Which is funny, because a small, mobile, fast, landable craft is actually more useful in a situation like Andromeda, where we're exploring the unknown. So, for another reason, the Tempest makes sense. Enjoy lunch, Truren. Tabletop, Chemic. Pen and paper.
August said you might swing by. Right, yes? Dr. Ramirez. Run the clinic here on EOS. Much better than life as an Alliance medic.
Good to meet you.
I'll guess you're not here for a check.
See you around, Seabear.
How can I help you?
Why did you join the Andromeda Initiative?
I served in the Alliance as a medic, but say I saw one Batarian slave raid too many. I knew August, Bradley, and when he signed on to the initiative, suggested I consider it. This seems like a better frontier.
What's the latest from your clinic?
Usual checkups for first-in colonies. Plus a few cases of dehydration and some blindness. Nothing serious.
Yes, we actually have a breathable atmosphere now, Master Brain.
What do you think of Bradley?
I've known him for years. Was the squad medic when he was injured, and we kept in touch after his discharge.
I think that is
smart
Javik.
fellow, a good lieutenant, but a better mayor. And it bugs him when I call him August. So I restrict myself to 2-3 times a day.
We've sort of fixed the FPS issues, basically by brute forcing the Frostbite engine into doing exactly the right thing, and very specifically getting rid of other functions on the computer. It's still a negative because of the incredibly bad optimization, but we've at least made it functional. As to pluralness, absolutely, I would be astonished if an organization as widespread and as in-depth as Cerberus did not have people planted into this. I would be flat out amazed if they didn't.
What's it like living in our first successful outpost?
It's early days, but promising. Everyone pitches in, everyone matters. We know we'll make this work.
Cool.
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
Okay, now I need to talk to that thing that's right behind you. Oh, I'll just do this then.
This definitely treated wounds caused by a remnant. That datapad said the work crew tried to control them.
Sand particles were removed from the wound. Analyzing. Comparing with locations from the work roster, it's likely the injury occurred near a monolith.
Let's go.
If I'm being 100% honest, I would probably give it a negative if we just suddenly stopped pretending that Cerberus existed. Because as much as I felt that Cerberus was really crapped on in Mass Effect 3, and I know I'm not exactly alone in that perspective, I really liked Cerberus in Mass Effect 2, and I enjoyed the implementation of, basically mega criminal / spy organization, the Obsidian Order, Tal Shiar kind of a thing. So, for me, if they just kind of said, oh no, and just pretended Cerberus didn't exist, that would actually bother me a bit. However, if they pushed Cerberus too hard, that would also bother me. Oh yeah, Grey Wolf, where is that quest? Do you mind helping me out? Because I don't even know what I'm looking for that. Although I should go talk to that vendor and sell some stuff. I do have limited inventory space. Yeah, they've already kind of just completely abandoned the very name Reaper. I'm not sure what I think of that either, to be blunt. Oh, that would be ridiculous, illusionary. Suddenly Cerberus is like, no! And takes over. God. Just, yeah. Okay, sell all salvage. Confirm. Did that... That didn't open my inventory any. Hang on. Okay, we've got mods, augmentations, Ogs. I apparently have really rare armor on? Really? Where did I get that from? Where'd I get any of this from? Oh my god, I have a bunch of stuff that I don't know what it is. Oh god, I just realized they have rare, common, and ultra-rare things in this. And uncommon, apparently. So we've got common, uncommon, ultra-rare. These are a bunch of mods, which I'm going to hold on to. This looks like all crafting mats. Okay, so let's confirm. That gave me a little bit of inventory space. How do I... Armor. Wow, that gives me 10% increased experience. Sure. Equip. Equip. How do I equip? How do I equip? Oh, okay. Yes, I need to do it to loadout. I was about to be pissed if I had to go back to that frickin' ship and go all... Because you can't just go back to your ship, even though your ship's right there. If you go back to the ship, it goes all the way up back into space, and then you can do your stuff, then you have to go all the way back down, which irritates the hell out of me, by the way. Oh, thank God we've got forward outposts. Thank God I can talk to this little thing instead of walking up to my ship, which is right there. Okay, yes. No, not the research. Not the Nomad. Load out. Okay. Armor. There we go. And there's the Volenfell. Okay. Ooh, I like it. And now we've got this Nomad. Oh god, that wasn't black. That wasn't black. We now have a chrome, like copper, bronze Nomad. We riding, yo. Okay, where's our quests? Well, I guess we'll just have to drive to that one. God, is that really gold?
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Believe it or not, I know that. Don't be silly, I'm not colorblind. Oh, there was the spot. God, we actually have a gold Nomad. That's just, wow. No! I didn't even look at the name in the menu, if I'm being honest. So I didn't even see the Midas Touch thing. So I'll take your word on that. We might have issues here. We'll do this. If I can't look in a direction and go in it, there's just something wrong with this. No, Golvig. No sniper rifles. If it's not the anti-material rifle, it's not a rifle. Whoop, whoop, hello, I see that. This way? Nope, nope. Nope, where is it? Where is it? Is it this way? It's kind of this way. I'm kind of liking rifles so far. I've heard shotguns are overpowered, but I'm not really playing this guy as a melee, so... If I get it, the next gun, I already know the exact gun I want to get next. It's just going to require remnant pieces, which I don't have yet. That's a tough question, Master Brain. The Nomad had a little bit more fun factor to it, but in terms of not being frustrated and not randomly dying because oops, I think I actually kind of prefer the Nomad. But then again, I've only been on one planet so far, so I can't really fairly judge that yet. Eric says I need to try out the
I think that's Cat Tech. Stay alert.
Frost planet next, which is what I intend to do once I 100% Pharaoh's here. Only a little bit of it. Blue Walrus. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of the series. I will say this, I do like the stuff to do in Andromeda more so far, but again, we're only in one planet in, so we'll see how that goes.
No sign of that work crew, but someone left their gear behind. Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some...
Lexi, found another colonist.
What?
So
Where?
Alright, send me their information.
Where? Where? I would love to scan this guy if I knew where he was.
We're so close. I just know it. Once we get that linguist, we'll crack it. There's so much tech here. It has to help. Then I can see Carrie again. It's been a slow start, but we got this. Oh no. No!
And then they died.
Damn it.
The Remnant aren't all bots and maybe blue skies. Stay careful.
They were saving any data they could, in case it helped the next try.
That's us. The next try is us.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything about it, Grunge, for the reasons it should be obvious, but I'm aware of it. I'm sure a lot of people are aware of it. Let us take solace in the fact that no matter how bad Mass Effect Andromeda is, it's still better than real life. Okay, I'm not finding this body.
Pavlov, Amira S.
Got it. Thanks, Ryder.
Oh dear God! I didn't even see that timer. Ah! I didn't even see the timer. Where am I going? I'm going over there. I have a minute to get across half the frickin' map. Okay. Time to book it. Come on, turn. Turn, you piece of crud. Stop having the mouse on the screen.
You said your parents were gone, Cora. What happened?
Don't know. While I was away on training, their cargo freighter disappeared in the Attican Traverse. I looked for them every time I was posted that way. Nothing.
That's rough.
Not everything gets tied up in a bow.
Totally gonna make it. God damn it. Where's load game? Where's load game? Where's load game? Oh, of course! I can save game here, but I have to go into game to load game. That's just... Of course! That just makes all of the sense. Damn it to hell.
Acting above normal radiation levels.
No sign of that work crew, but someone left their gear behind.
I literally didn't even see the timer, by the way. That's... legitimately did not see it.
Pavlov, Amira S.
Got it. Thanks, Ryder.
Lexi, found another colonist.
So many. Alright, send me their information.
Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some nice obedient remnant.
You better be sure this time, Jennings.
If you're that spooked.
And then the conversation cuts off as I rush to save them.
You said your parents were gone, Cora. What happened?
Don't know. While I was away on training, their cargo freighter disappeared in the Attican Traverse. I looked for them every time I was posted that way. Nothing.
That's rough.
Not everything gets tied up in
This
a
is
bow.
Mass Effect 1 music. I actually have a playlist playing Mass Effect 1 music on loop in the background. I have for quite some time.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for...
I will stab you, Sam. I will straight up stab you. And that means stabbing my own brain, and I'll still do it. Yeah, by the way, to be clear, here, let me mute the music so you can hear the high-tension music that's playing that something's going wrong.
Help us! Please!
Okay. We're here!
Here they come!
Whoops, that's actually not what I meant to do. Damn it. There's music in combat. That's another reason I paused it. Clear! You missed one. Need some more remnant tech so I can get my gear. Really want to research those guns. Actually, I really want to build those guns that I've already researched for these things. For which I'm going to need lots of stuff that I don't have. Okay, where's the survivors? Are you a survivor? There you. Why are you down here? Hey, hey, hey! Don't walk away from me.
Great timing. Thanks for the assist.
Your experiment with the remnant didn't work out.
Okay, who squealed? Gas brick? Yeah, bet. These remnant can plow our fields, protect us from the Ket. You control them, why shouldn't we?
Yeah.
How many people need to get hurt before you stop?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Pathfinder's got a point, Jennings.
Fine. You can't protect us all the time, Pathfinder. Out here, we need every edge we can get.
80% viability now on EOS, by the way. Excuse me. Excuse me. Come on. Ah, come on. I had that. Ah, screw it. Anyways, moving on. Okay, what else do I have to do on this planet? I've got other things to check out, right? Right? What's that? Oh, that's an archive. There's a quest up there. A crafting quest I never found. Just like, this area is huge. I haven't really explored this area much. So, no. That. Yeah, but where, Grey Wolf? I didn't see it. There was no quest. I can't talk to every NPC individually. What is this, Daggerfall? Okay, that's a little further away than I thought it was. Oh god. Planet of the Apes. Alright, I'll check near the lake. As soon as I get this quest, I will go near the lake and look for another quest. I'll do all the quests. All of them.
Radiation levels increasing. Recording Initiative Cryo Identification E97 Durango. Chief Engineer Grace Vito.
Last one out during the evac.
She took risks and they didn't work. But nothing worked.
Until we
Didn't
came
wanna
in.
go, but ran out of things to try.
No, 76. It's my job to to stick it out until the end. No, I do like the new tank, even though it's a bling vehicle at the moment, which I wasn't really going for. Might spell clubbing. Might. Depends. I'd say at least statistically likely as a yes there. Wait. God dang it, wrong quest. There we go. Oh, God. At this point in time, I wasn't facepalming quite as badly as I am here when I was going through Inquisition. Make of that statement what you will, but it is still the truth.
Radiation levels normal. Radiation levels increasing.
Damn it, it's that one, not this one. My bad.
Radiation levels within acceptable limits.
The Inquisition was a clear net positive for me.
Is back online.
I know it wasn't quite everyone's thing, and that's fine, but for all its flaws, and Lord, there were flaws, Inquisition was still a net positive. Quite clearly and distinctly. We'll see, Rigel. I have this weird hope this game will redeem itself the further in I get into it. I really hope.
What the? Pathfinder, that body.
A scan might help us figure that out.
Haven't I already scanned him? Yes, I have. Okay, just making sure.
Schematics for Special Project Sigma. They were building
God
something.
damn
but
it.
there are parts missing. This must be the project they were salvaging at Site 1. A way to fight the Ket.
We could finish it.
All components at Site 2 had security tags, compiling possible nav points.
There we go.
Got a component for Site 2's project.
Right. God damn it, that's a window. That's also a window. Well, supposedly BioWare's working on a new IP that they refuse to talk about. We'll see if that ends up to be anything. Yes, there's the faintest amount of ambiance right now.
Increasing.
Our stories minuses will darken every world. Or a MOBA. Card games and MOBAs are both really big right now. Or a mobile game. One of those three things.
Wonder if the cat found anything good. Let's check it out.
In a minute.
There's an initiative shuttle ahead. Looks bad.
Worth checking, if only to make sure the Ket don't get to keep
it.
All Site 2 components are accounted for.
Let's head to Site 2's research station and see what good they do.
I can't answer that, Carbon, because then I would be lynched for my opinions. And I don't feel like getting lynched for my opinions when I'm already being too negative today. Excuse me. I do love how this thing handles. It's wonderfully slippery. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not bad slippery. It's not, oh god, I can't control this thing. It's like... It's like the vehicle itself is insane. It's like a Lamborghini, basically.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Nice. Let's get to a research station, see what we've got.
Wait, that's it? That's the end of the quest? I mean, I got some research data and some exp, but that's it?
What the? Pathfinder, that body.
Cora.
Scan might help us figure that out.
Actually, it does, Zogrim. Like, this raw sand is slippery as
It
hell.
must mean something to you.
Hopefully, Prodromos sets a high bar.
I hear resource shipments are up. A good sign for people trying to live here.
Oh, that would be great if this actually was different on Snow.
This area can be mined for resources.
Sam.
You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Sam.
Looks like cat ahead. We should be careful.
Alright, let's just go exploring, shall we? Let's see what we got, shall we? Whoa! Suddenly extremely hazardous area. Got it. Game's like, don't go this direction!
Detecting above normal radiation levels.
Jeez. So is that it? Is that like the limit of this planet? I mean, the whole square is huge. Maybe we can upgrade the Nomad later? I mean, look at this! Oh, there's a memory trigger up there, and a memory trigger up there. Oh, wait, no. That's not a memory trigger. That's something unrelated. Okay, I see a path up there, too. Let's go do this really quick first.
Within acceptable limits.
Yeah, I might have to actually continue the main quest to go explore, which, shrug. I can tolerate that. You want me to go up there? Okay. Okay. Never, Nimbus? Is that a good answer? Never? I mean, a bare minimum of a year, because no one requested it this year, so... yeah.
Severe radiation.
Oh, come on! Okay, that's better than invisible walls, but seriously? I just want to go up, over there. Ugh. Come on! Come on! Okay, that's not working. Ah, okay, I'm not making that happen either. Alright. We'll try. Oh, there's a path. Found a path, guys! It's cool. Okay, this is not a path, but it'll work like one. Radiation hazard, beep boop. Okay. Now then, since I made it.
Pathfinder, this is the spot where Nigel McCoy wanted you to leave his pendant.
In honor of his brother, Dash McCoy.
Shut up, Tito's. Okay, so, I want that. And it looks like there's a path down there. Yeah, we're just gonna drop the pendant on the cliff, let the winds take it. It'll be cool. Wait, what? There's a quest all of a sudden. The initiative, the entire initiative is at risk, guys.
Pathfinder, Major Domo Evan Bell Scott. I have headaches, so you don't have to. Rather, so Bradley doesn't have to. I've also coordinated with your Ket expert. He wanted me to remind you to find him.
I didn't assign a Ket expert to Prodromos.
Then he's a hell of a self-motivator. Here's the nav anyway. Precision is important.
You know what? Sure.
Another time.
Of course.
Wait, did I not pick up the quest? Give me the goddamn quest.
Pathfinder Ryder, can I help you?
Anything need doing? I'm here. I can help.
There is something that bothers me. You cataloged those who died at promise and resilience. A grim task I don't envy. But it's not enough. The numbers, I mean, between the living and the accounted dead, there should be more.
I was thorough. Could the Ket have taken them?
I don't know. But in this matter, perhaps above all others, precision is important. Check the personnel console. I've noted some possibilities. And you're in the best position to verify them.
Okay. Do I have the quest now?
Another time.
Of course.
Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. Where are these at? Way up there. Okay. Before we do that... Look, coffee's great, okay? According to some people, anyways.
Radiation levels increasing. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Hey guys,
Experiencing radiation damage.
this area... Oh, jeez. This area can be mined for resources, in case you're wondering. Oh my god, get me out of here! Ah! Jesus! It's okay, we almost lost all our life support. Falling into a ditch. Yeah. Alright, whatever. Screw going that way. Got it. Your game wants me to not do explorative stuff. Fine.
Levels normal.
Yeah, okay, I need some music.
radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Shuttle dust off? Then there's at least one unaccounted for?
Uncertain, all shuttles that didn't follow standard escape procedures were assumed destroyed.
Assumed. So there's a chance.
Okay, so let me explain why I haven't been doing main story today. It's because I did nothing but main story yesterday. I really reined back on the, hey, let's go explore the world stuff yesterday. Specifically because I was trying to, push the main story to the point where there was a main story. After 8 hours, we got as far as we did. After this quest, I swear, if you guys really want me to, I will stop doing the exploration stuff.
In 50
and
years, this could be a beach
start doing
vacation.
main quest.
EOS will have holidays. Once we figure out the seasons.
EOS feels more like a home, but it's still mostly hard work.
Life support is failing.
Jesus Christ! Okay, that quest spot is like maybe 10 feet into a level 3 radiation zone. Alright, fine, game. I get the point. I'll stop doing the side quests. Jesus Christ. You know what? Okay, tell you what. Let's compromise. I want to try something out that I've been wanting to do for a while. So we're going to go do something else, then we'll go do main plot.
Within safe levels. Life support.
F, what are you linking, Simus? Well, several of the most recent games we've premiere runned. Nice, Roximus. I have had repeating complaints from viewers about doing side content and not main story content. So I admit I'm a little prickly on the issue right now. But I mean, hell, I didn't even do all the stuff I wanted to in Zelda, and I was really enjoying the hell out of that. All right. Let's find Grey Wolf's quest before we give up on this. We will find it. Okay, so there's him. There's a quest around here somewhere. Near the lake. We are water soluble, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, Grey Wolf, where is it? Where is it? No, I didn't, Henson. Can you tell me how to do that? Between my ship and the mare. Well, there's my ship, and there's the mare. I was trying to think you're lying to me, Grey Wolf. There is a building here, so we'll try this building. Hello? Hello? Anybody here? Hello? 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 Look, I see a person I can talk to.
Pathfinder. Jacob Mitney, Research and Development. My team's just getting set up here, but we've made a discovery you might want to check out. All ears. We've put together a blueprint for augmenting your armor plating. Uploading it now. If you can collect the necessary resources from around EOS, it should work.
Should work.
Is this a sure thing, Mitney, or just pie in the sky? I have no interest in wasting your time. This could form the basis for armor production across the initiative. Scrounge safely, Pathfinder.
Okay, cool. Craft the Pathfinder chest piece. Okay. Where's that? There it is. It's very Skyrim-y, Jackanae, and I don't care for it. Call me a weirdo, but I prefer the BioWare standard, which is, you know, over the shoulder, or like the Oblivion face cam, or anything other than just this. The camera just kind of swoops in onto wherever they're supposed to be, and then they walk off camera. So I need to make a Pathfinder chest piece. I could probably make... no? Of which I need Omni Gel canisters. Where the hell do I get Omni Gel canisters from? And I also need Platinum, of which I have none. Well, that quest gets to wait. Alright. I want to try one other thing, guys. Please be patient with me. I want to try one other thing. And then we'll advance the plot, okay? I swear. We'll also try the Morrowind thing, because we always got to try the Morrowind thing.
Ascent is go.
No, I just wanted to get on the ship, not go into space. Okay, whatever. It's cool. It's cool. Try on Amazon.
Hello.
Amazon.ada maybe for Andromeda? ADR? I don't know. How do you break down, Eric? Because I'd love to start doing that. I got tons of guns that I've been selling. Because, yeah, what else are they for? Because I can't equip my dudes. So this is the other thing I want to test out. A planet that is not a pot planet. I'm just going to pick one at random. I want to see what happens. So let's test it out. Zoom. Okay, what can I do here? Oh, there's actual map music. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Doesn't look like I can do anything. I can look at it. Yeah, by the way, there's a lot of unskippable cutscenes in this game. Have I given a negative for that yet? Because I really should.
Anomaly on sensors.
Okay, okay. We found an anomaly, guys. We might be able to interact with the planet.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Yay. Beryllium. Is that it? Hang on. Where's my negatives here? Unskippable cutscenes. And then I'll add that over here. Under gameplay. I'm about ready to give a negative for this too, because this is it. This is the exploration of non-landable planets. Really, Commander? You have unused skill points! Well, nothing here. Okay. So this is how we finish out a system, apparently, is we fly to each planet, see if there's a little anomaly on it. So far we're at 1 out of 3 planets having an anomaly on it, and that anomaly was basically just some beryllium. Let's see if we get another one. 2 out of 4 wouldn't be terrible. Anything? Nope, so we're at 1 out of 4 so far. Okay. Let's do the last planet here. Anomaly? Got 2 out of 5?
Anomaly on sensors.
Oh my god, 2 out of 5 planets had an anomaly on them.
Deploying probe. Satellite detected.
Okay. Cool. And we got some research data from it. Okay. That's neat, I guess. Anything else here? No? Well, we're at 100% for the system. This is what I wanted to test. I wanted to see what we could do for the non-plot planets. And this is it. No, it isn't Dios. That just doesn't make it good. Does it? I can't even go to these other planets. Look at this. Their systems. It won't even let me. Okay. Fine, whatever. I will follow the main plot, which is telling me to go to this system. Go to this system. Oh my god. It's full of
We're on a
stars.
collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
All stop, now!
I am Archon. I'm not even going to try to pick apart how bullcrap that what just happened is. We were going at faster than light and managed to stop a few 100 feet in front of a cat ship.
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
Well, scan them back.
Where is the one who activated the remnant?
Hey, they speak English!
Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
I'm Ryder, captain of this ship and Pathfinder with the initiative.
You'll come with me.
They've lost navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
I actually know a lot about the Remnant. We should compare notes.
Enough! Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Sam?
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
Do it! Report.
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
It will be tight.
Callow?
Hey, it's the scene from the trailers. See?
Nice work, kid.
Yeah. But who the hell was that guy?
He was
Ryder, we've got
Archon.
trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
We're being contacted.
We have to land. Open a comm.
Tove Jagalesto. Tove Jagalesto.
We're visitors from another galaxy. Our intentions are peaceful.
Av Naleseto.
They've sent us a nav point.
Set us down.
I'm actually with Roximus. That actually didn't feel like a villain intro. Really. And I know Archon's the big bad.
Yes.
Because, well, I shouldn't say I know that.
It's beautiful.
They have been presenting him as the big bad in all the marketing. But that did not feel like how you introduce a villain.
We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
No, I'm taking two other people with me.
Of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
And you've been doing a wonderful job of that.
No pressure.
This is what it's all about, right? New worlds, new aliens. Wish me luck.
God damn, you know, I feel like I just realized it. They're going for John Crichton and they're failing at it. That's what they're doing. That just struck me. At least he knows about gestures. You know, I've actually talked about how to communicate without using words before. I've had speeches about that.
Thank you.
Hey, Hamdar goes. Mason Roa.
I was wondering when we were going to meet these guys.
I'm Paran Shai,
What?
Governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, Joel. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw the ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
I like his outfit. His shawl thing. That's cool.
He's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
I apologize. Landing here the way we did, without warning, on fire, was not the plan.
That's good to know, because if it was, that would be a very bad plan. I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me.
How do you speak our language? Are you gonna even talk about that? I would really like to know. If you're gonna make it a
Follow
point...
closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone. Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Okay.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Ket and protect us.
I mean, I guess the Ket were able to understand English within a few seconds of scanning us, so... Alright, whatever.
I detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
It belongs in a containment cell. I like that. Referring
Am I
to
that
us.
intimidating?
You're an outsider who invaded our home. We know nothing about you.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then keep moving.
I kind of like the translator microbes idea. I've always felt that was actually a good way to do the universal translator kind of concept.
None of the local flora register in my data files. We've encountered an undiscovered ecosystem.
Your city is beautiful.
Thank you.
If I could quick save, I'd find out
You're the
illusionary.
first outsider to see it.
We are the first. Actually, can I save right now? Nope! Can't save right now.
What happens if Ephra doesn't like me?
He won't. But you need to earn his trust.
He's responsible for everyone's safety. I know what that's like.
You're a leader.
Trying to be.
Failing miserably at it, but you know.
This is the Resistance headquarters. Ephra is waiting inside.
They are bullies, but this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak?
No. I am telling you to be strong, through your cunning and heart. Okay?
Okay.
Hey.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know. Our experience with the Ket makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
We've had our own run-ins with the Ket.
Then you really do understand. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing. Now, the Ket mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the Ket kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose fold.
Ephra, this is one of the aliens from the Milky Way. A Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
It wasn't meant that way. I have an ark full of desperate people counting on me to find them a home before they starve.
Of course, I feel for you and your people. So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
Why?
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault. But now the Ket have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us, and you.
Okay. That actually sounds like a legitimate reason for cooperation. You have someone who can help me, and this way I can prove my intentions by helping you. It's kind of a selfish reason to help you, but it is a start. I'm with that. I've seen alliances built on less.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Why?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary.
What?
The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass. Joel, you talk too much. Let me assess this. Alien, I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me. Go if you want. But when he tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first. I'm Jal Amaderov. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
I will say this. So first of all, Ryder's an idiot. Let me just go ahead and say, it actually irritates me that the option of, you know, what I just said, I'll help you, mutual cooperation thing, isn't an option. Instead it's, I don't need her, or, does it have to be her? You know. However, despite the fact that Ryder's an idiot, I'm actually kind of liking this section. We've seen genuine interaction in a way that isn't blatant, stupid exposition here. To explain what I mean by that, just to make sure you know what I'm talking about, too often someone will be like, you know, walk up and explain everything because they're explaining it for the audience. It's actually the basis of the whole concept of, as you know. You know, one person, as you know, we're the resistance fighting against the Ket, and as you know, the Ket will defeat us if we don't do this. Now they're going to be like, as you know, I am your son. You know, that kind of a thing, right? However, they haven't been doing that in this section. We've actually seen honest interactions between NPCs that feel like honest interactions between characters, rather than exposition dump machines. This is probably the first time I've really felt that kind of proper writing in the game, actually. And I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes.
Thank you for trusting me.
I don't. But I can always kill you in your sleep.
Good to know.
So...
I've organized my analysis of Aya. Shall I relay it to the Nexus?
Definitely.
What time is it?
Trade? Trade. Trade.
Are you asking or telling?
I'm wondering, do you exchange goods and services? How does your economy work?
I like it! I like it! That actually... Yes! Yes!
We have credits, but little to spend them on.
Think you might spend them here? Could be. What are your credits worth? What can we do with them?
You pay them to us for whatever we're selling.
Now we cut open the heart. What do you offer?
Actually explaining mediums and methodology of trade. That's great! No, that's exactly what this kind of first contact situation should actually entail, and makes perfect sense that they would not just ask, you know, what do you have to trade, but understanding the concepts of trade and how your economy... That's brilliant! I like that! I like that!
I don't know. What do you want?
Your ship. Worth a try.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Yes. Call me Soka. I run cargo between Aya and other worlds. Good work. Good at it. You're here to help my people. Prove it. I need help. One of my suppliers off-world stopped checking in.
has things I need. There could be trouble.
What makes you think I can help?
You found Aya, maybe you found my supplier. Can't hurt to ask.
You're one of few people here willing to give me a chance. I'll take it.
You have a ship? I have my supplier's nav point. His name is Kelvin. Find him, his supplies. Come back and prove you're helpful. Then maybe we trade.
I'm going to give this a plus. I admit I am getting a little desperate to give this game a plus. But between the proper writing of not doing as you know, as I just described, and for the proper explanation of how he approached us with that whole, how does your economy work? Okay, so you have credits, we can trade, you know, that whole thing combined, god damn it, deserves a frickin' plus. Our very first plus. Genuine and illegitimate plus to story. I'm not willing to place judgment on the villain intro yet, because it feels like half of a scene. It was very rushed. It didn't feel like a villainous moment. It felt like a weird sort of misunderstanding, and then it leads into something where we just kind of never talk about it again. So I'm not sure what to make of that yet. I'm really not. I'm not sure what to make of the whole... Oh, he didn't even say his name. He didn't even say, I am Arakan. It was just all of a sudden, come on board. This is beyond your understanding. You know. I don't know. We'll get there. We'll see what they do with that. But if they don't do anything with that, then no, that'll be a frickin' minus.
You really think the Moshae is alive? I'm sure of it. Don't kill yourself bringing her home. No promises.
Okay. It's about 3, which is actually my cutoff time. Whoop, hello. Hang on.
I am Enro Bosan, assistant to Governor Paran Shai. You're free to explore this area, but the city is off limits. Until that changes, I'll be your liaison. How may I help you, Pathfinder?
I'm gonna cut this off for my 3 p.m. break, just after we finish this guy, and then we'll be back in about an hour to continue and explore this new world. Just as a heads up on the schedule for the moment. Let's talk to this guy first, though.
Sounded like you and Jaal know each other.
Our families are related.
You sound nothing alike.
We have multiple worlds. Our culture is complex.
I'd like to know more.
Earn our trust, and maybe you will.
In response to Titan's comment, those people can take a short walk and a sudden stop, as far as I'm concerned. Possibly Aethel? I would like them to actually explain that first. And yeah, I agree with what Padawan mentioned. Suddenly we meet Archon. We only know he's called Archon from the trailers. I keep calling him that. I'm assuming he's Archon. You know, we finally meet him and he's like... Yeah, it was just like meeting the first ones was in B5. And that wonderful joke. So they're French? Anyways.
When am I allowed to visit the city again?
That's not for me to decide.
Who will? Your boss? Or Ephra?
Governor Shai has jurisdiction over Aya. She will authorize your entrance if you earn Ephra's trust. You talk to Soka. I'm told our museum curator, Avela, wants to meet you. The Ket swayed us with words. Now we judge outsiders by their actions.
So wait, the Ket came with diplomacy first? That's interesting.
What can you tell me about your other worlds?
Life on them is hard, the people harder. Every day is a struggle to survive.
That sounds familiar.
Why not bring everyone here?
We will not abandon any more worlds to the Ket, and Aya cannot support all of us.
You don't just stand here waiting to answer my questions, right?
I assist the governor in all matters. While you're here, this is my priority.
Pretty far outside your normal job, huh?
I did not begin this day expecting to speak with it. You?
Nice save.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Thanks for your time, Enro.
Of course.
Okay. I should write down that we actually have a plus to the story finally. For, there. Okay. So yeah, for real, I'm gonna go collapse for about an hour. I will be back in about an hour. And then we'll continue until about 9. So that'll be another 5-hour stream. See you there, guys.